up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the NECA Friday the 13th Corpse Pamela. So as you can see, this is the figure right here and it's in clamshell packaging. Now they actually do call it this Friday the 13th Corpse Pamela, but it is actually based on Friday the 13th Part 3, you know, the third film in the series. Again, as you can see, is the Corpse Pamela inside, you know. And this is a retro cloth figure too as well. Now, of course, on the back it has like a scripture too about the film itself too, and so on. And I guess you could say kind of like, yeah, the character itself. Now, of course, you know this is based on the Friday the 13th film series, which I have right here on Blu-ray, and this has like the first 8 films, you know, in it. Now, again, this is based on Part 3, you know, when Jason first got like his hockey match, you know, and that's actually like my favorite one in the series too, you know. But yeah, I'm going to get into this right now. But like I said before, it has like a scripture on the back, and you can see like images of the Pamela Voorhees figure right on the back, you know. Of course, you know, this is based on like when at the end of the film, you know, how she looked at the end of the film, you know, because, you know, she was actually like decayed, and she still had her head until it wasn't like chopped off, you know. It was just like a dream or hallucination type sequence that happened at the end of this film, you know. Now, this is like the story of the film. Chris and her friends choose to ignore Camp Crystal Lake's gruesome legacy and fall victim to the manacled Jason. Even Jason's mom, Pamela, joins in the terror, appearing in Chris's dreams as a rotted body emerging from the lake. So I'm going to just get into this right now. Oh yeah, and another thing I wanted to touch on with these like clamshell packaging, you know, if you look closely, like NECA has made this in a way where you can actually just open it. You don't even have to rip it or even cut it. Like you said, these button things right there, you can just like open them, you know, like gently, and you gotta like open each side, you know, it goes from here to like the bottom to the side of it and even at the top, you know, and then it just opens on up like that, you know. So you can actually keep it like this, you know, it's like in this packaging, which I think is kind of cool now that I actually see it now, you know. And then as you can see, there's a figure that bees like on the inside too as well. Now, as you can see, this is the background art that came with the figure. And I must admit, this is some pretty awesome art, you know, showing like the sequence at the end of the film where Pamela jumps out the water and attacks Chris. I think that's awesome, like the artwork. And this is done by Jason Edmiston. I think that's how you pronounce his name. His last name at least, but I do think this is awesome art, you know. I keep these anyway too, you know. I actually just keep them inside their packaging, you know. Okay, as you can see, there's the NECA Friday the 13th Part 3 Corpse Pamela Voorhees figure. What I want to do too as well is actually measure Corpse Pamela, and she is like just under 8 inches. So as you can see, this is how she looked at the end of the sequence of the film, which was like a dream sequence or a hallucination, you know. Now the likeness to her is very well done, you know. It really does look like her, you know, how she looked at in this particular version of Pamela Voorhees. She even has like the worms like right there in her face too. That's kind of cool. I think that's what it's called, worms. She even has like the slick hair back here. Actually, I think her hair was like this because she was actually like jumping out the water, you know. At the end, like she was jumping up at Chris. And that's why her hair was like they have it slick like this because it's supposed to be wet, I believe. Now the detail in her is awesome, you know. I like how you see like how dirty and like raggedy her shred is, and she has like these like open like holes and stuff on. Like there's one right there, and there's also one back in the back, you know, around like that the kidney area, the lower part of her back, you know. There's even one right here on her arm too, even on this side too as well. And the sweater is very filthy and like dirty, you know. I noticed if you lift it up, she has like some kind of other material on underneath too as well, you know. Her pants all dirty and dusty looking too. Even her feet, I think, were pretty done very well, you know. Now you wouldn't really could see her this close, you know, like her feet itself. But I guess it was how she actually did look, you know. If you actually were able to see her shoes, this probably was how the character did look. You could even see her toes right there in the foot, you know. Even this foot right here, you can see it's like decaying like, with the shoe itself, you know. Now, there's not any holes like underneath that, under her feet either, as for like stand or anything, you know, so you just have to stand up Even right there, you can check her shoes, how they're like decaying, you know. It's at the rotted flesh. Now she does seem to stand though, you know. If you like get her position right, she does stand up, you know. Now her head is like on a ball, you know, so it can rotate all around. You can turn it like left, you know. You can turn it right. She can't really look up too much, and she can't really look down, you know. The arm can lift up too, so she can't like lift her arms up. She has like a bend at the elbow. Swivel in the hands too as well. She can do the split. and not really too much, like it's kind of limited, so I want to force it, you know. Her legs can be raised up. You can bend her knee too as well. It looks like it's kind of limited right here though. I don't want to like force it too much, you know. The feet has like a swivel too, kind of. Well, not overly swivel, but you know, you can kind of turn it though. But I think this is a nicely done figure, you know. I can't believe they actually did her like this too though, you know. Pamela Voorhees, like this form, you know. So I think this is kind of a nice figure to have, you know. Now what I want to do too as well is actually bring in like a comparison figure with her. This right here is like a NECA Jason, Ultimate Jason, based on part 3, which is the one that would go with this particular version, you know. Just giving like a size comparison between the two, you know. So as you can see, she is like a little taller than how he is, but this is like a retro cloth figure. So these usually stand like 8 inches, you know, whereas like the NECA like Ultimate figures, or most of their figures are like 7 inches, you know. So that's why she's kind of a little taller, I think, than Jason is, you know. Her son. Okay, there's the NECA Friday the 13th retro cloth or clothed corpse Pamela Voorhees figure. And again, this is based on Friday the 13th part 3, like the ending sequence or dream sequence, you know, you can say hallucination, you know, where the corpse of Pamela Voorhees rises out the lake, you know, and attacks the character of Chris, you know. Now I'm surprised that they did a figure kind of based on that, you know, that particular version of Pamela Voorhees, but I think that is cool. So I guess if you're a fan of like the Friday the 13th film series, you would definitely probably need to pick this up, you know. I would aim this definitely at fans of the series, you know, like this any particular like collector, you know, I probably would recommend them picking it up, you know. Like if you're a fan, I guess, of the Friday the 13th film series, there's no question you probably should pick this up, you know. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this, and this is the NECA Friday the 13th Corpse Pamela Voorhees figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.